All right, Lewis, thank you very much for coming down today.
Thank you.
You're familiar with Kelley Blue Book?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. We are too, of course. We use Kelley Blue Book here at the store
Okay.
to put a value on your vehicle.
Okay.
And I actually want you to come out and be involved in this process because everything I show you is what I'm going to tell them.
Perfect.
Here, take your keys back.
Thank you, sir.
If you could just come out with me, we're going to have you jump in, turn the car on,
Turn the
and
car on.
yeah, we'll get this started.
Got it.
When you're sitting down, if you could just, when you go in there, just turn the AC on full blast for me. And if you want to, if you could open and close the windows, and if you want to open and close the sunroof, and you don't have to close them all the way and open them all the way, just enough so I see the motors work.
Got it.
And while you're doing that, let's see, first name was Luis. Your last name again, that was Ramos, correct? Ramos. I have your email address here as L Ramos. Put this one down real quick, just so I want you to make sure you can hear what I'm saying. Okay, so for your email address is lramos@me.com, is that correct? Okay.
That's me.
The phone number I had here for you is that 555-555-1212, is that correct?
That's me. Yes, sir.
Last thing, zip code
33993.
33993. Thank you very much. Okay, so what I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to scan your VIN.
Okay.
It's basically the fingerprint of your vehicle, and it gives us all the details about your vehicle. It's funny, this tool that I have right here is really nice. I know it's on a phone, but the camera will also read QR codes, the little boxes they use on newer cars.
Okay.
So it is a 2009 Volkswagen Jetta Wolfsburg Edition. Color is black. And if you could just read the mileage off for me, I'd greatly appreciate that.
122500.
500, perfect. Okay. Good. And the windshield wipers work. That's fantastic. All right. So the first thing that pops up on my screen, of course, is a list of the options. I'll go over all that with you in just a moment.
Okay.
And I just want to double check real quick. Do you have any aftermarket equipment, any upgrades on the vehicle?
I do not.
Okay. And what I'm going to do right now is we're going to use our paint meter. Paint meter is fantastic. I'm going to go through the entire vehicle and show you how this works. Basically, it just lets you know if a panel was painted or not by the variation on the depth of the paint.
Okay.
It's a really nice tool, and I'll show you how that works. Before I jump out, let me just open your trunk and the roof and the hood. Oh,
It's on the side.
it is on the side, yes. All right. All right, come on out. So we're going to start over here. I'm going to touch it to your panel, and a number is going to pop out. If you could just read that number to me, please.
All right. 9.0.
Okay, that's perfect from the factory.
9.0.
Okay, another one.
9.0.
You're winning here.
Ooh, 6.5.
Yeah, okay. So that's definitely how you tell it's painted.
Okay.
You can see the consistency on each panel, and this one just drops.
Okay.
I'm going to assume this one might be too. It looks like it's painted.
6.5 as
But
well.
as you can see, there's actually a bunch of deep scratches here anyway, so we would have to address that with some paint.
Mm-hmm.
So not too big of a deal that it's painted, considering they have to repaint it.
Okay.
So let's check the trunk part real quick.
9.0.
Okay. We're going to go check on the quarter panel here.
9.0.
Perfect.
9.0.
Got it. Let's check the roof.
And 9.0.
Okay. We've got the door.
9.0.
Okay. Fender.
9.0.
And hood.
9.0.
Lastly, let's just put it on the bumper. I don't think it'll read it because it's probably...
9.
Okay, yeah. Lots of little chips and stuff too, huh?
Probably if you were painted.
It probably does. Okay, perfect. So last thing I want to do real quick, I just want to ask you a couple questions. Are you the original owner on the vehicle?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay. Do you have a free and clear title?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see. And clean history report based off of your knowledge?
Yep. Clean this
Okay.
records.
Okay, good deal. And then let's see. Do you have any insurance claims on the vehicle?
No, I do not.
Okay. And any smoker?
No.
Pets? Big
No
wet
pets.
dogs? Anything like that?
No wet
okay.
dogs,
All
no.
right. All right, good deal. And let's see. So if there's any smells, I just got to let Kelley Blue Book know, but it seems like it's okay.
You got it.
Let's see. Do you have both all your service records?
All right, not on me, not today.
Okay. All right, no problem. And then do you have 2 sets of keys for your vehicle?
I actually have 1 key at home and 1 key on me.
Okay. All right. Well, that's, helps out if they're both here. I do got to let Kelley Blue Book know you only brought 1 key with you today. We're not going to lose your business over the cost of a key, though. Okay?
Not a problem. Okay.
Let's see. And then, has the car ever been in the auction last 45 days?
No, sir.
I figured as much. Last thing, has it ever been a rental car?
No.
It's okay if you rent it to family members on the weekends. No big deal. Okay. So what we're going to do real quick is just walk around your vehicle. I'm going to do your rims and tires real quick and just show you the difference on them.
Okay.
And then it'll show you. We'll walk around the car and look at the panels.
Okay.
As you can see, this tread is pretty fantastic. It's extremely deep.
New tires.
Yeah, tires are new. You can tell. Now I do got to check. Okay, you can see right here. There's curb rash all along the edge right there.
Yep.
You know, it's not a shocker to see this nowadays. Almost all the cars have curb rash on them. Let's walk around. We'll check these other ones real quick. You can see right here, again, tires look fantastic. There's a little, actually that's a pretty deep surface scratch right there, but I don't see curb rash all the way around, so that's okay. You got a light scratch on the rim. Let's see, back tires again. Tread looks great, but you got more rim issues, a little curb rash, little surface scratches. Now, don't worry, I know there aren't all of them, but we actually have a guy that'll come to the dealership and fix the rims in the parking lot for a very reasonable price. I know a lot of people get nervous when they see that much curb rash. That's gonna be really expensive to fix. And let me check the last one. I mean, I don't have to get too close to that one, or you probably don't either. It looks like a dog was chewing on the edge of it, but it's okay, no big deal. Like I said, it's probably be a package deal for the rim guy at this point. All right, so let's just check over here now. We're gonna start over here on the the fender. Got the Wolfsburg edition. I mean, there's a couple light scratches in here that look like they could be buffed out. So let me just put driver's side fender light scratch. Driver's side door. Listen, every single door in the country has scratches in here. Rings, fingernails, your watch bumps against it. It's just a place you're going to find it. But it doesn't feel like any of those are too deep. They're all pretty light. So that'll be buffed out as well.
Not a problem.
Okay. Listen right there. Do me a favor. Just run your fingernail across that for me.
Shopping carts.
Yeah, it's deep. So your fingernail got stuck too? Okay. We would just have to let Kelley Blue Book, they need to address that with some paint. Okay. Let's see, quarter panel, same thing. Quarter panel looks good. Couple little light scratches in here next to these really deep ones on the bumper. And this could be buffed out, so driver's side quarter, light scratches. Back bumper definitely needs paint. The good thing though is that Kelley Blue Book's told me I only have to tell them about this deep scratch, not all the deep scratches. Okay. They just need to know about one.
Perfect.
We're just gonna look in here real quick. So I just got to double check in the trunk, and yeah, you got your tire and all your spare jack set. Everything looks okay. I don't smell any water or mildew in here, and I don't see any leftover water down in the base in there. Okay, we'll close this. Let's see. Okay, we got the quarter panel right here, light scratches. Again, we don't have to tell them about all that stuff too. This could all be buffed out. Same thing right here. It's a couple light scratches that could be buffed out. I'm just going to look inside the car real quick, and you can see it needs a detail. I do got to let Kelley Blue Book know it needs a detail. It's not too big of a deal, but I got to be pretty transparent with them. That's the whole point of this. And then you can see on the seats look like they're in great shape.
It just needs a detail.
Yeah. Okay. And then again on your doors, I mean, they look a lot worse than it is. All these little scratches, those are very light. They could be buffed out. Same thing, light scratches. So it looks like every panel on the passenger side has light scratches. The only thing I would say is this fender right here has a little rust spot in there. It's not chipping away though, so it looks like it's just on the surface. Probably just let them know there's a deep scratch on the fender, so that way they could address it with some paint. Last thing you can see on the front bumpers, I mean, there's a lot of little rock chips, a lot of little dead bugs. That stuff stains the bumper, and all the chips would have to make it be painted. And we're probably gonna have to replace this front little plastic lip anyway. Once that separates, a lot of times it doesn't go back in place properly. Last thing, let's just pop this. Okay, the hood. You see the edge of that? Again, just like the fender, it's not chipping off, so it's not something that needs to be replaced. We would just have to let Kelley Blue Book know they have to dress it with some paint. And yeah, you can see the fender screws right here have not been turned. The hood screws have not been turned. So these panels haven't been off the car, which kind of helps out with the paint meter, shows that same thing. But you do see these headlights. This is what it should be, and this is what it is now. There's a huge variation. That's really faded. With the sun and the salt, that's very standard on older cars. So last thing I got to do real quick is just check the air conditioning and make sure that's still blowing nice and cold. And it is blowing ice cold. Perfect. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to submit this information to Kelley Blue Book. Before we do, I want to bring you inside and make sure you're aware of all the things we went over and what we're going to tell Kelley Blue Book. Okay. At that point, we'll submit the offer to Kelley Blue Book. We'll get the offer and we'll go from there.
All right, let's do it.
Come on in.